EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Alert! Alert!
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. You look at this Browns defense. They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. Harrell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Pat the street! Pat the street!
He's got space. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 22 and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 34. Up the middle they go. Harrell. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. The Texans at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 9. Now a handoff up the middle. Harrell. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing... as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it, and that is incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Check, foul catch.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And this will remain a scoreless game.
I'm about to say something that seems really obvious, but you hate to see your kicker miss on the opening drive because now you're starting to wonder what goes through his head. Is that going to affect him the rest of the game? Is he going to be able to bounce back? You want to show confidence later? What's going to go on with him right out of the gate with a miss?
Yeah, a chance to grab the 3-0 lead here at home. Instead, we remain scoreless. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And 22 more yards there and another 1st down. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory. Down at the 31. Back to throw. Rhodes. He finds his man. Complete. That's Barnett. So 5 yards here. 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Texans, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
2nd and 5. And Chubb will try the middle here. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Looking to throw. Rhodes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
On 1st down, Rhodes. And Diggs has it. Well, the Browns are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Off the option, that's complete. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Now receiver in motion left. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Touchdown! David Njoku, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Let's go now.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Now left side on the swing pass. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ready.
Now 2nd and 9.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Up the middle they go. Harrell. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 54 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
On 3rd down, Harrell. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Mustang 19. Ready.
Stroud off the play fake. Escaping the pressure right. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
That's just what you call a chain mover right there. Nothing fancy. Get the ball out to the back, and you're asking him to make a little bit extra out of maybe what is nothing, and he does exactly that. Picks up the first down. I can't wait till we get to the point, partner, where we're not saying chain mover, but we're saying laser pointer. Picks it up for the first down.
Again, it's Stroud. That one complete. It's tanked down. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
On first down, Harrell. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they showed passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now a 2nd and 6.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Buffalo 18. Go.
Here's Stroud. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. So they need 6 yards here on third down. They're 2 for 2 on third down tries so far on this drive. On third down, Harrell. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 73 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. And they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Come on.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year, his 5th overall. And the Texans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Third and 4. Back to throw. Rose. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Okay,
operating
ready?
from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Go check. Go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harrell. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Ready.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Ready.
Stroud sets up the play action. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Let's go now.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Dragon 60. 18. Pioneer.
Throwing now is Stroud. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Stroud working out of the gun. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Mike Williams. first half is winding down.
And the Texans have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Rhodes. It got his man. Complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be from 56 yards out. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they?
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it,
and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
They'll run on first down.
Harrell down inside the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Harrell, and he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
The Browns drive about to get started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Rhodes. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. 66 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
2nd down and 4. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Oftentimes we play as an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, Rhodes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Second and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas.
Off play action. Rhodes.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted.
And the Texans will take over here just shy of the 30.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Here we go.
Now 2nd and 5.
Hey, check that. Street. Ready?
They run the counter. Harrell. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
120 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line.
Play action. Stroud now. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
They go play action here on 1st down.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback going quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On first down, Harrell, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down, and they're going to speed things up here. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
3rd and 20.
Warriors 70. Ready.
Now they'll go play action here with Stroud. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And the Browns are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
The Browns drive about to get started. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Throwing on first down. Rhodes. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He finds his man, complete. It's 4th. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. A good way there to have him bounce back from the interception last drive. Something underneath, a little bit of rhythm going.
I know the best ones in the league have supreme confidence, but every now and then you need a little booster, don't you? This is their way of protecting him and bringing him back, and then they'll turn him loose later, I would think.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is caught. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice. Is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
Back now in Houston. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He's got the connection to Moore. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Looking to throw on second down. Rhodes. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A gain of 32 that time.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. Rhodes on the move to his left. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Rhodes. And it'll be intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a 1-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, though?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
On 2nd down now, Harrell. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5.
Seven Pirates. Ready?
Play action. Here's Stroud. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he won't get in, but you can't be set up any better than that. They'll have the ball at the 1-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Let's go.
Ford is zone for a Browns touchdown.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends were on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Browns, 14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Come on.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure on the passer. So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Stroud looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Got his man down. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Ready.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Stroud now on 2nd down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
On the ball. Ready.
On 2nd down, Harold. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
19 Lions. Hurry, hurry!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Lions.
Stroud to throw it.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
Here we go, here we go.
They get this out left.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Come 19, come 19. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Go.
Stroud looks to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
How about this Browns defense? They've held so far. This is now 3rd and goal.
Mustang 19. 79 Broncos. Panther 11. Panther 11.
To throw is Stroud. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Here we go. A big play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal.
Hurt. Hurt. Right there. Right there. Hurt. Buffalo 18.
Stroud back to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Rhodes. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Here comes 2nd down. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Rhodes. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Inside the 20. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Two timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun. Rhodes. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
To throw on 2nd down. Rhodes.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for the Texans, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.